Good morning everybody and welcome to Not That Kind of a Channel. My name is Peter and in today's video I will show you how to change your oil on your Land Rover, not Land Rover, on your Range Rover Evoque from 2016. We will change the oil and we will change the oil filter. And in the next video I will show you how to change the air filter and the port or cabin filter. So the first thing you need to know is for the wet filling, Land Rover says you need 6.5 liters of oil, and I choose the oil from Liqui Moly. This is a German manufacturer, and you need to be prepared that you need to be aware that the oil fulfills these specifications, ACEA C2, and as you can see here down there, this is explicit for Land Rover, so this number is very important. Yeah, and the oil filter is a MANN filter and it comes with an O-ring, so I would always recommend to change not only the filter and also the O-ring. Yeah, that's it. And where we will change these things, I will show you in a minute. So let's open up the hood. The oil filter is behind this AdBlue, or the housing for the oil filter is in here. I hope you can see this black one. And in here is the oil filter. So the first thing we will do is we will remove the underbody plate in the front. Yeah, and how to do that I will show you in a minute. So there are 7 10mm nut screws down there, and I will show you in a second where they are. The first one is over here. So the next thing we will do is we will remove the cover to get the oil drained out afterwards. So remove this one, then remove this cover. This is only clipped in, so you have to pull it up, and that's it. For more space we will also remove this one, and then we can close this again. So okay, yeah. If your engine is warm, please be sure, or please make sure that this one isn't too hot, because I think, yeah, here's the turbo, and this one gets really hot, so keep an eye on that. You won't get your fingers burned. So yeah. Oh yeah, there's enough oil. But as you can see, it's really black, so it's time to change. The computer says there were 5,000 kilometers left until the next service, but I don't really like those, how should I say, those large distances to drive, because I think on this car, the oil change, or between the oil changes, there can be 26,000 kilometers, and I think that's really too much. I personally do oil changes on our cars between 10 and 15,000 kilometers, and I think, yeah, that's good for the engines too. What else can we do is we can loosen up the filter housing a bit, and for that I have this interesting wrench. No. I don't have the original cap for this filter, so I'm using this oil wrench. You can use this for the for metal ones or for plastic ones, but be careful don't to crack your housing here. So you have to get your chain, or in my special case my chain, through this little gap here, because otherwise I won't get it through, or I can't get it around. So the next step is I will take this wrench, I will get the chain in, make it. Whoa. So tighten it up, and then give it a pull. No. Yeah, it's moving. The cap should be. So it's enough. After we get the oil out, I will get the housing complete off. So yeah. Now I will show you where the drain plug is for the oil sump. It's a 13mm nut. You will need this one. Yeah, and an oil tap. And now I will show you where this drain plug is. The drain plug is over here, and as you can see, there's a frame here. So when you get this plug off, it will flush out and the oil will run down here everywhere. And there are two possibilities what you can do to prevent this. The first one is you build a funnel like this one and get it over and let the oil run out. Or, as in my case, I will use this tub here and I will get the tub between the frame and the oil sump here, or the outlet. Yeah. Now, so then get the tub under there. Okay. And now, hope the top is stable here so that the oil can really flush in. I hope you can see this. Now the oil can run out. So, perfect. No mess and everything is out. Next step is we will get up and remove the housing of the oil filter. And yeah, that's it. So, now we will remove the housing of the oil filter. The pre-owner said he did it last year. Okay. Filter looks okay. But I will check if there are any particles in there. After the oil has completely run out, I cleaned the drain plug bolt. You should always have a look at this seal here. If it's too bad, you should renew the bolt. But this one looks pretty okay. And now I will get it back in. Okay. There are some drops of oil here, but we let it get out for about 10 minutes, and I think that should be pretty enough. So let's get the bolt back in. Please don't over tighten it, so because I think this is made out of aluminium. So the next step is we will remove the filter from the housing and clean it out. So get the filter out. Okay. So then clean the housing. We need to remove the O-ring from the housing and get the new one in. So then the new one, new O-ring. So let's check if it's the same. It should be the same, yes. There is no up or down, I think. So get this one back in. You'll hear the click when it is in. Then get the new O-ring over it. And we will clean this out a bit. So there is some oil in it, some old oil. Be careful when you're doing this. Then let's get the filter back in. If you have the original, I would say nut for this, you have to give it a torque of 25, I think 25 plus 5, if I'm right. Yeah, it's 25 plus 5 Newton meters, so 30 Newton meter of torque. And then tighten it up. Okay, I think that should be enough. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, that's it. And now we will get our oil and fill it up. Look, they have this cool thing here. It makes it much easier to fill up. So, as I said before, we need 6.5 liters of oil. This is the wet filling, and I think the new one is 725 or something like that. So if it is filled for the first time. But as I said, we need 6.5 liters. So then the 6th liter. So, and this should be the right amount of oil. Build everything back together. First, we'll start with this one. Be careful, don't that you won't get any dirt in it, because that wouldn't be nice. So, then we need the cover. So if you see here, there are these knobs where you have to fit in these rubber clamps. So there's one and there's one. And on the back is one. Yep. Then we'll fix everything together. So let's check the oil again. And have a look where it is, at which height level. Yep, I think there's enough oil in it, so now I'll check the filter housing and the bolt under the car. Filter housing seems pretty dry, so there is nothing. So there is only one thing left to do, and that is to reset the oil service. On your car, you have, I will show you this in a second, just give me a second. On your car, you have the car information. You need to go to the car information, then press OK. I got it in German, but I will say what it is in English. So here you can see, in English, I think it's next service. So it's this one. Then press OK, and then you'll see in English this is oil service. Yeah, and because you have to reset this, I will show you now how you'll do this. To reset this, you have to do the following steps. The first one is you have to turn on the ignition. Don't press the brake pedal. So don't start the car. Turn on the ignition, open the hood, and then open your door. And after that, you have to press the accelerate and the brake pedals at the same time for 30 seconds. And then the service should be resetted. So let's have a look and hope it will work. So, okay, first one, start the ignition, okay, then go down here and open the hood. The next thing is open your driver's car side, the door, and then, as I said before, press the brake and the accelerate pedal for the same time. As you can see here, 32,000 kilometers. So, okay, that's pretty a long distance between an oil service. So, yeah. So, this is how to change the oil on a Range Rover Evoque from 2016 with a diesel engine and the oil filter too. I don't think it's really hard to do that because you don't need any special tools or something like that. And yeah, it will take you about, I think, an hour to let the oil run out, and yeah. And I would like to say thank you to my wife, who is behind the camera this time. Maybe in the next video, you will see her again when we hopefully get our brake discs and our brake pads to change them. Then she will do the work, and yeah. So if you like that kind of content, it would be really great if you subscribe to the channel, and if you like the video, please give me a thumb. And have a nice day, and see you soon. Bye.